Hello everybody, Daniel Klingensmith from DPP Manufacturing in lovely Emporia, Kansas again. Today I thought I'd show you one of the dark, dingy corners of our shop. It's one of the things that we're working on, and we're all about getting ideas on how to improve it. But one of the things that was a real struggle at first when we were first getting started as a company is tooling, work holding, and end mills and that kind of stuff. We struggled with it for a long time. A big part of that reason was cost. I mean, it's really expensive to buy end mill holders, and if you look, these are the ones that we keep that are not in our machines. Okay, in our machines we keep a standardized tool list of the 16 most commonly used tools in our verticals. We do that because most of our parts we can make with those tools, right? That's why they're our standard tool list. But we are always having to load a different drill, a different tool, and whatnot to put in. It's like a perfect example. This drill right here, okay? It's not a standardized drill size, so we do not keep it in the machine. But we run it fairly regular. And the reason that we leave them set up all the time instead of breaking them down is the type of work we do. It's more than likely going to have the same tool ran again in another part. That same size drill is going to be used again at some point. So if we have tool holders, we set up with all of our different sizes that we need, and then we leave them set up so that the operator, when they need it, they can come over, they can grab the tool off the rack, verify the size, go put it in the machine, touch it off, and be running parts. Because it takes a while to take and find a drill, set up the collet, get it torqued to the proper spec, run that drill once to make sure everything's all good and make sure it's drilling on size. Once that tool is all set up, we can save all of that time by just leaving the drill set up. And 99% of the time, I highly encourage people to buy the best quality tool holders you can, especially on tools that really matter. But there's also something to be said for a much more economy tool holder, which is what these are. They're not terribly expensive. You can buy them in bulk really cheap. They come with an ER32 collet. You can buy the whole thing rather inexpensively. And when this is all said and done, I probably have 35, 40 bucks in this holder, not counting the tool that's holding it. So if my guys 5 times a year save 10 minutes setting up a tool, well, I've just saved money. That saves us money every single year. Is the ROI super fast in 30 days? Probably not, but does it pay over the course of a year to have most of the tools we set up and ready to go? Absolutely. It's like our end mills. That's what we keep over here. We go different sizes, different lengths. They're all semi-standard. So when an employee needs an 1/8 inch ball end mill, which is definitely not something we run every day, boom, there's an 1/8 inch ball end mill loaded, ready to go. Okay. All those tools are also kept over in our drawers. We don't have Vidmars. Instead, we have cabinets where we store and separate out all of our different tooling, our different taps. Everything's labeled on the front, more or less. We're always working on it. Same thing with all of our drills over here. Okay, we try to label it all up. Label makers are cheap. End mills, I'm sorry, wrong cabinet. End mills, all the end mills that we run, right? All straightforward. We keep it all over here in the same area. And then we keep our mill set up right here. We got our tool post that we use to set up all of our tools. In this particular toolbox, we keep all of the tools that you need to set up any of our basic tool holders. See, all foamed in, nice and pretty, makes it easy to keep track of things. See, we're still improving though. See this mess? This stuff drives me nuts. But we find that when you can afford to keep some of these tool holders always loaded, it pays big dividends because A, you have that tool in your tool library. We program with Fusion 360. It works really well. So if it's on the rack, it's in the library. It's got set up known goods, speeds, and feeds. So another novice employee who's learning to program, learning to do that, can go to a part and go, crap, I need to make this size a hole. Oh, it's in the library. Great, I can grab it. That means it's probably on the rack. All I got to do is go find it for sure. It's kind of sort of organized, not perfect, but it's getting better. They can grab it, they can go touch it off. They have known speeds and feeds that work good in carbon steels, which is what we run most of the time, and they can take off and go running. And that savings of time is what pays dividends for us. Your employees are a finite resource. I'd love to say that, we're going to have tons of machinists, but honestly, if we have tons of machinists, it's a supply and demand thing. 15 years ago, we didn't have enough welders. Now there's welding schools all around this country teaching people how to weld. I can find welders all day, every day. Finding a machinist is a whole different animal, and we need to use the best skills of the people we have now. We have this younger generation of people that pick up the software side. They understand all of that. They may not have the tactile skill because they haven't been building stuff with their hands since they were kids like we do, but they understand and can make up for that with their intelligence with software and computers and understanding that whole process and absorbing information quickly. So we try to provide them what we can do to help give them those steps that allow them to grow as an employee quickly, but become as efficient as possible, as quickly as possible, so that they can make a good living. It's what it all boils down to, right? We're all here to do one thing: make money. As Kevin O'Leary says, it's all about the money, and it is. That's why we're all here. I love what I do. I love building stuff, but honestly, I could go fishing if we aren't going to make any money, and my guys could too. So looking for those things at your shop every day as an employee, as an owner, whatever you are in the company, whether you're an operator, look for those efficiencies, because those efficiencies boil down to something simple: more money in your pocket. So keep looking, keep hunting for them. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Please hit the like and subscribe button on our videos here, so we can share our message to more people. And we hope you all have a wonderful day.